Jason, what's the update on your progress, your diet, your drug protocol, your training? I noticed on the vacuum picture that you sent me, you look a lot leaner and you're pulling a nice vacuum. Do you think you're also retaining muscle mass? Have you gotten the scan, the in-body shape scan, to see whether, even though you're losing weight, whether it's all fat or if you're also losing any muscle?
Less, I'm more full. I have more, my glycogen's more full in my muscle because I'm doing carb loading 3-4 days a week and no carbs 3-4 days a week. And I'm doing my cardio still 45 minutes a day. I'm getting hell of a tan, as you can see, in South Florida. It's very hot out here. The stuff I'm using now because I get less side effects. Plus, I have the bipolar and some disabilities like dyslexia and ADD. And when I take the real stuff, it really messes up my mind. This is a much more safer alternative, especially with my mind problems, with my disabilities. It doesn't enhance it. So yeah, chemically I'm more stable, and I'm making fast gains, man. The bike riding, the working out, everything's falling together into place.
Yeah, Jason, with your mental disabilities, it's really important to keep your brain chemistry balanced. And even for me, if I take something like a trenbolone, it has terrible side effects for my life because I end up breaking up with my girlfriends, fighting. I end up becoming very isolated, grumpy person, massively negatively impedes my quality of life. Versus the SARMs, I don't get any negative mental effects. So I did go to a doctor recently, Dr. Tim at Maximum Performance here in Bangkok, Thailand, who thinks that I'm a little bit deficient on progesterone. See, men need progesterone also. This might be something that could also help you stay calm, stay focused, instead of taking so many prescription medications, by balancing your own hormones and avoiding steroids that cause negative mental effects. It could massively increase your focus, happiness, and quality of life. So I'm doing a little experiment to increase my progesterone. The doctor gave me a couple different ways to do it. I personally started with a little bit of Anadrol, and I did get my sex drive back. I think I was deficient in progesterone, and Anadrol does hit some of those receptors. Then I switched to trenbolone. And remember, these are only short experiments. Trenbolone, Anadrol for a couple days, I felt better. Trenbolone for a couple days, I felt horrible. So trenbolone did not help me with the progesterone issue. The doctor says if I take DHEA and maybe pregnenolone, then that could also help balance my chemistry. But I'm doing one experiment at a time right now with the low-dose Anadrol. High-dose Anadrol, not good. Makes me like a bloated water balloon. Blood pressure skyrockets through the roof. Very unhealthy, very liver toxic. Kills my appetite in a bad way. So I'm going to keep giving you feedback on this because I think maybe adding a DHEA or some other form of something that hits the progesterone receptors, or pregnenolone, might also help you with your mental issues, might also help you with your progress. I'll keep you updated on those.
I'm going to the gym right now. Do you want to shoot more tonight when I come off my job at the restaurant? Do you want to shoot? We can do more, and you can send me that video in a couple days. Yeah, I think, yeah, the situation in the United States is transportation is very limited. Unless you live in LA or New York or a big city, you're very limited from transportation. Everything's so spread out. You do need a car. Florida especially, you need a car because it's so like tropical and it's so spread out and everything's all over. It's a big problem. I mean, in terms, you do need a car here. I mean, luckily my parents are paying for it, but yeah, it's a very tight situation for me. I am getting into shape from all the bike riding and stuff, so that's a plus. From bike riding in the sweltering South Florida tropical heat and doing my cardio, my weights, I am making incredible gains. Leaner, I've been getting less side effects because I'm not running the real stuff anymore. I'm more pulling towards the ZARM, the less side effects, less bloat, less retention. I'm taking the KY11 and all the other stuff. I mean, KY11, RAD 140, and S23. I'm still doing that, little growth frag. What do you think my body fat is now? I got to get that checked as soon as I get my car. I've been riding my bike miles in this boiled South Florida heat.
I don't know what your body fat percentage is, Jason. I mean, using the in-body test is probably the best you're going to have access to conveniently. But send me more pictures, and then I can just kind of assess what your progress is in general. Sometimes pictures are better than the body fat test because a picture's so much more. A picture's worth 1,000 words. The great thing about you doing the in-body is you've done it so many times, we actually have enough data to make sense of. If someone were to do the in-body like before and after something, there's not enough variables that are pinpointed. There's not enough data because water retention, especially with the supplements that you're dealing with, and how much glycogen is in the muscles, all these things throw off your lean body mass. But if we have a trend over time, then those variables become less relevant and we have actual data, which you have. So let's get a new in-body and review it.
Lost too much muscle, Tony. I think I'm doing good. I don't think I've lost too much muscle. I'm retaining some of my size and my leanness and all that type of good stuff. And I am getting harder and denser. The bike riding is doing wonders. I just can't wait to get the car because the situation with my problem is it's hard to get around in South Florida without a car. I don't know about you in Thailand, but it's probably a hell of a lot easier with the bus transportation out there. It's so hard to get around here. If you don't have a car, it's hard to get to the gym. I have to ride my bike. Unfortunately, it's kept me in really good shape. I'm going to continue the bike riding. I'm going to take my bike on A1A on the beach.
Since you're losing so much fat, now more muscle definition would show if you were able to shave some of the hair on your body. I know you probably don't shave your body hair that much. Most guys don't. But in the bodybuilding world, it's a normal thing. It shows a lot more muscle definition. I think you're at the point where shaving the hair off to see what you look like without it is probably worth it. I recommend the Norelco Body Groom. That's what I use. Really effective. You can use it wet or dry. You can use it in the shower or outside of the shower.
I mean, I don't have, I got to get some razors and stuff like that. I've definitely pulled out a lot of water and a lot of retention from the estrogen buildup with the Zarm and the type of stuff, holding a lot less water from the estrogen blockers. You gave me the Genova test and I don't know the pronounce the other name, but yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot leaner and a lot tighter. I'm eating clean. I'm still doing my chicken. I eat sometimes a Pollo Tropical, here and there, a little bit of carbs, complex carbs, like throwing in the brown rice or whatever, like the black beans and stuff like that. I'm going still to the gym, and I'm going to be getting a car soon, so I'll be back on my feet. I think I'm getting a Mazda 3 2013 fully loaded, one of those drift cars.
Jason, you have, with the injectable SARMs, the ultimate chemistry for inside the muscle cell for the androgen receptor. So that's not going to be a limiting factor for you. You're not going to lose muscle, and you're going to be able to gain muscle really fast if your diet and training is on point. I know your diet's pretty good, at least everything I've seen. You're living the bodybuilding diet for sure. The training is what I still haven't seen enough information about, because the videos that you have on the internet are kind of like joking videos. They're not super serious training videos. Would it be possible for you to set up your phone, set it in the corner and do some heavy compound movement? Let me see how much weight you lift. Let me see what your form is like. And let me see how far you push past a pain barrier. Because the androgen receptors in the muscle are refreshed and multiplied more by hard training than anything else. Now, I use the chemistry as a shortcut, right? I don't train that hard. I don't train that often. But I'm also not trying to be a 260-pound pro bodybuilder. I would be if I did train harder and often and slept more, right, with the chemistry that I'm using. But with you, like, if you want to make really fast progress, you really got to train hard. And everybody thinks they're training hard, but this is where you really need a second opinion. This is where it really helps to have a coach watching you, pushing you, or at the very least, like online coaches do, you videotape some of your workout, you send it to them, and they review it, and they tell you whether they think you're working out hard enough or not. Yeah, Jason, send me the workout video. I want to post it, and I want to give my feedback so the audience can hear what I think about the way you're working out and how we can improve it. As far as transportation, yeah, I feel you. In America, you need a car. In Thailand and a lot of other places like this, you just walk. It's not bad distance, and walking is great exercise. It's one of the reasons why people in other parts of the world are so lean and why Americans are so fat. And also taxis in the rest of the world. Like motorcycle taxi only costs $1. Car taxi costs $3. it's cheaper to take taxis and the speed train than it is to own a car by far here.
I definitely will send you a video of me training. I'm getting my car within a week or two. So yeah, I'll send you a workout video or something. I'll shoot a video somewhere where I can film and show you that intensity. I will send it privately to you so you can assess. I'll give you like a 2-minute video of me training. I'll send it through here and you can assess what you think of my training. I do train very heavy. I'm making great progress. I've really transformed my body a lot. Definitely got a lot leaner and bigger.